Now, the thing about this design is that it inspires people to make it their own. I'm putting this politely. This fella here, Paul Nylander, I put his name in very tiny print here. He's actually awesome. This is a parameterized version of this design. I just drew it, he computed it. He actually figured out what the formula for this thing is, and he made a whole series of really beautiful images and some movies as well, elucidating the structure of this object. And we were in correspondence while he was doing this, and I thought, you know, this is great, keep going. This is fair use, I love it. He did this generalization of it into the hyperbolic plane, and I love this so much I'm going to plagiarize it right back. I'm going to do my kitchen next year, and I'm going to do like my tile backsplash in this pattern. It's going to be so awesome. Now, there's a guy at Texas A&M, Ergon Ackermann, I think is how you say his name. He wrote a piece of software which is very good. It's called TopMod. It used to say on the splash page for this piece of software, I think it doesn't anymore, but it used to say that the inspiration for it, part of the inspiration for it was to sort of reverse engineer that is specifically Bathsheba's, creative process. This is a piece of software designed to really allow you to make sculpture in some of the same ways that I think about sculpture, to manipulate forms in some of the ways that I do. So when everybody downloads this software, the first thing they do is make this sculpture, because it's what's easy to do. It took me about 10 minutes to assemble this slide. I could assemble 3 or 4 more in a like amount of time, but it's a little bit traumatic for me Googling these. This is the height of my career in plagiarism. This is a crappy cell phone snapshot of a lamp seen in a hotel in Shanghai among a large number of similar lamps. Yes, folks, this is my first cheap Chinese knockoff. It's a Kodak moment in my career as a designer. Yeah, I've arrived. I don't feel like this is going to cut too much into the sales of this lamp, which, as you may recall, looks like this. But it's a little look at the dark side of being a digital artist. Sometimes your work goes off in all directions and you don't get to go along for the ride. There is no coherent legal environment here. Lawyers are just starting to get interested in what this might mean for them, mainly a large number of fees. I wish them luck with it. It's such a gigantic hairball. I work in basically a completely naked legal environment. There's no way even to copyright anything that I do. I'm deep in discussions with an IP attorney right now about this, and it is just not resolving very easily.